Hey guys, today I'm here at Orlando Combatives Club with Sean King, which is an awesome class, and I'm just going to have a few questions for him. So, Sean, how long have you been training for?
I've been training for about 10 years. It'll be 11 this year.
Okay. And what got you started?
I've always been interested in martial arts. I wanted to get into martial arts when I was a kid. I never got the opportunity to do so. So as soon as I was old enough, I had my own job, I had my own money. I was just like, I'm going to go ahead and do this. I actually found out about this group just from searching online. So I found out about Eskrima from the Bourne movies that came out in the mid-2000s, and I was like, this is really cool. I checked this stuff out, and I just went online and typed in Eskrima in Orlando, and this was the first school that popped out, and I've been with them ever since.
That's awesome. So, what is it that you love the most about Eskrima?
I like the improvisation aspect of it. So when you first learn Eskrima, it's like you learn some basic concepts, some basic patterns, basic forms, depending on the system or the style that you train in. But then very, very quickly, like you're encouraged to sort of kind of just flow and just adapt and just kind of move. And I think it's a really cool aspect about it.
Okay. And now, can you show us a concept or a technique or anything that you've been working on?
Yeah, sure. So you feed me an angle one. All right, so you come from the inside sweep, check to the body, transition here. All right, so this is a very common technique that we have. It's called transitions in other serrata systems, and I call it reversal. We're moving from the inside to the outside. Reversal, come back into the inside and do some variation like that. The transitions are really helpful for sort of kind of teaching you from moving from like a bad position when you're pinned down and you're static into a better position, ideally getting to the outside, or if you have to, get to the inside. They're also good for if you're dealing with multiple strikes. So if you're feeding like a 1, and then a 3. All right. So using the same technique here is really good for kind of working your flow in there. And then if you're doing an empty hand translation of it, it has a really natural adaptation where you're coming from here into an arm drag. And that's it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I really like that. I think you could probably apply that from a lot of different things. So you're saying like it really can work from multiple angles, so you're just drilling one thing and being able to apply it just about anywhere?
Yep, pretty much. So if you do like our system, I always tell people here, right? If you're feeding me a 1, I'm on the outside, I have this pattern. If you feed me a 3, again, I'm on the outside, I have this pattern. So you notice the ending is still the exact same. And for all of our counters, a lot of that happens. It's either going to be on the outside, you're here, on the inside, you're here, and we kind of drill that redundancy. So as you're learning more counters, you're kind of drilling the same pattern over and over and over again, so that when you start applying it to multiple strikes, it becomes natural.
That's awesome. I love it. All right, Sean, now I got another question for you. What advice do you wish that somebody had given you when you first got started training?
Definitely take advantage of your teachers while they're still training, right, while they're still teaching. I've been doing this for about 10 years now. You know, life happens, you know, you get kids, you get married, jobs, things happen, and there are definitely times where I wish, like, man, I wish I, definitely committed a little bit more. You know, I've been doing it for 10 years now, so I feel committed. I put in the work. But yeah, definitely, like, while your teacher's still teaching, if you're a really good teacher, show up to as many classes as you can. That would be the best advice that I could give to everybody.
Awesome. Well, Sean, I had a great time today. It was a whole lot of fun. How can anybody watching get a hold of you or get more information about training with you guys?
So you can find us on our Instagram. It's just at Orlando Eskrima. You can also find us on Facebook. Just search Orlando Eskrima. It will pop up.
Thanks so much, Sean.
All right, thank you.
Appreciate it.